Hello. How are you this morning? I want to chat with you this morning about faith. Let's talk about your faith. That's our word for the week, faith. Do you live by faith? Now, I know we've all been given a measure of faith, but do you live by faith? Because, see, kingdom faith is not just something we say, something we try out, a concept, or something that we do from time to time. It is a lifestyle. And as believers, we're called to live by faith. The just shall live by faith. It is a lifestyle. So, what do I mean by that? Well, when things are going good in your life, you stay in faith. When things are bad, you stand in faith. See, we love in faith. We trust in faith. We pray in faith. We follow God by faith. We forgive people by faith. We help and give of our time and our resources and our gifts by faith. Everything that we do in the kingdom is by faith because faith is the culture of the kingdom and faith is what pleases God. Now, if you're one of those people that are attached to the outcome, you got to know everything. You have to know all the details of your assignment, your mission, your purpose, and your destiny, or you have to see it before you believe it. Then you won't live a life of faith. You won't walk by faith. You won't operate by faith because first off, if you have to see it before you believe it, it's not faith. Because faith is about seeing it on the inside before you see it on the outside. And know this, God will never release all the details of your assignment, your mission, your purpose in life. He will give you what you need for the season that you're in. He'll give you the provision, the instructions, the resources that you need for that particular season. He will never release all the details. Now, you may get glimpses and visions of your purpose and your overall mission and destiny and what your life's supposed to look like, but you'll never get all the details. God will order your steps. That's why it's called faith. You walk that thing out by faith. You step out by faith. You do it by faith. See, faith is believing and receiving it in your heart before you see it in your life. See, faith is how we access the promises of God. It's how we possess our inheritance. It's how we overcome and move mountains in our life. It's how we get through the tough and the challenging seasons. It's how we fulfill purpose. It's how we walk in destiny. It's all done by faith. It's all done by faith. And faith is not about what you can see physically. It's not about sight, but insight. What you see on the inside. Because I'm going to say this, something has to happen in you before it can happen around you. Your goals, your dreams, your visions have to happen in you before they can happen to you. See, you have to see your future internally before it can manifest externally. We're talking about the inside. You have to see it on the inside before it manifests outside. You have to receive it by faith. Because see, there will be times where people will not encourage you. They'll stop believing in you. They won't trust your vision, and you have to be motivated internally when you can't get it externally. You have to be motivated from the inside, motivated inside when it's not happening for you on the outside, because people will not always be there to stimulate us and inspire us. So we must learn how to stimulate ourselves, motivate ourselves, and inspire ourselves. We have to be moved by what we know and not by the adversity that we see. It's called functioning by faith and not by sight. And know this, that God will allow our faith to be tried and tested. No, it's not the enemy, it's not the devil, it's not your haters. God will allow your faith to be tried and tested because it's necessary, it's purposeful. And you have to know that it's necessary and it's purposeful. How do you know the level of your faith if it's never tried and tested? How and why should God trust your faith if it's never been tried, tested, or proven? Never been proven, never been tested. Why should he trust your faith? Think about it. Tests and trials allow us the opportunity to activate our faith, to stretch our faith, to exercise our faith, and to prove our faith. Trials do that. Adversity reinforces our faith. It strengthens our faith and purifies our faith. And we need our faith to be strengthened and purified if we're going to grow and develop in the kingdom. We need our faith to grow and to be purified. You need faith. You have to work your faith if you're going to get through some of these tough times and challenging seasons. And faith will allow you to persevere. That's why you need it. It allows you to persevere through some of the toughest seasons in your life. You need your faith to overcome some of those challenging times. But something I've realized during challenging times, you get to see where your faith is. You get to see what you're working with, what you got, what you made of. You get to see the level of your faith. You get to see the areas that need to be matured and developed, the weak areas that you need to grow in during those challenging seasons. So challenging seasons have benefits. And your faith again will allow you to persevere through those seasons. But you have to be careful with one thing. During those crucial times, fear and doubt will try to creep in to diminish your faith. So you have to be alert. You have to be aware. You don't want to allow that to happen because fear and doubt is the enemy to your faith. Fear and doubt is the enemy. It's always knocking at your door. It's always lurking. And sometimes we may even allow fear and doubt to visit us from time to time. But don't allow your life to become a permanent residence for fear and doubt. Don't allow it to occupy space in your life, to reside in your life. Fear will come, doubt will come, but don't allow it to stay. Don't allow your life to become a permanent residence for fear and doubt. You don't want that to happen. So when fear and doubt comes, it may come for just a little while, but you have to make sure that you allow your faith to take over. And again, faith is about seeing it through your spiritual eyes. It's about seeing it from the inside. See, faith says, I know it's there, I know it's coming, I know it's going to manifest in my life. It's just a matter of time. So I'm going to hold on to this faith until I see that breakthrough materialize, until I see that healing manifest, until I see those children better, that marriage, that job opportunity, that ministry, that business, financial difficulties, whatever it is that you believe in God for, you holding on to faith. Faith is taking a place of it until you see it materialize in your life. So you hold on to faith until it manifests. That's what faith says. So before I go, let me leave you with this word. Let me read it to you. 2 Timothy 4:7. It says, I have fought the good fight. I have finished my race. I have kept the faith. At the end of my journey, and hopefully at the end of your journey, I want to be able to utter those words. I have fought the good fight. I have finished my course or my race. I have kept the faith. No one is exempt from the fight. Your faith will be tried. Your faith will be tested. Will you pass the test? Because there will always be challenging seasons that come to test and to resist your faith. And you have to rise to the occasion. It's time to rise to the occasion and work out your faith. No more talking about it, believing about it, thinking about it. It's time to work out your faith. Because faith without corresponding action is useless. Faith is active. So you have to activate your faith. The word says, I'll show you my faith by my works. I'll show you my faith by my actions. How do I know you have faith if I never see it in action? So you have to activate your faith. Because if we want to go to another level, we have to have another level of faith. You know, how can I maintain on that level without more faith? How can I sustain that level without more faith? So if I want to increase and God to increase my territory and expand my territory, then I need another level of faith. So that means I have to welcome adversity. We don't like it. It doesn't feel good. Our flesh hates it. But guess what? That adversity is the resistance that you need is what strengthens our faith, and it allows us to increase in our faith so that we can have the faith that we need to maintain on the next level, to be able to sustain that level. That's when the promotion and the advancement can come, when you can increase in faith to be able to handle that level. Activate your faith. Activate your faith and allow your tough seasons to challenge and to increase your faith. Whether you like it or not, no, it will not feel good. But allow the challenging seasons to do what it was designed to do. Let it do what it was designed to do. Well, I'm out of time. I hope this word blessed you. I hope it encourages you to stay in faith. Keep the faith. Don't allow your faith to diminish. Stay in faith. My prayer for you is that you keep the faith. Times get tough, times get hard. We go through dark places. But keep the faith. Faith is what's going to allow you to persevere during the most darkest and toughest times and seasons of your life. And remember, faith is seeing it on the inside before you see it on the outside. Faith is it has to happen in you before it can happen to you. That's faith. I love you. May the peace of God and the blessings of God continue to be over you and your family. See you next time.